James O'Brien blames Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos for the South Port stabbing. The mental gymnastics is astonishing. Crazy to think that people take this man seriously. In today's video, we will be watching and reacting to this clip, all whilst going over all of the latest headlines from across the country. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So the new angle from the left now is blaming sites like Amazon for people being able to order a knife to potentially commit a crime. Not forgetting that every household has knives that could be used for an attack. Have a watch of James O'Brien blames Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk.
It was on Amazon that the South Port killer bought his knife. Amazon, of course, is owned by Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos was sitting in the row behind Donald Trump at the latter's inauguration. The man who owns the platform that still hosts and holds the footage that the South Port killer looked before he set off to that Taylor Swift dance class. He was not just sitting in the row directly behind Donald Trump. He is the guy that got on stage and did the Nazi salutes. So I am not given to hyperbole, but the aligning of these planets is at the very least notable. But what the hell can a British government do to rein them in? Because that is the fight that they've picked.
Following the British media saying this about Amazon, Nigel Farage said this.
So my son says it's the Amazon killer because the 17-year-old Axelar bought the knife online through Amazon. This is utter nonsense. Every kitchen drawer has half a dozen weapons that could be used for mass murder. The government are saying they're bringing tough legislation. This is all a cover for the fact that I was right last July when I said that I suspected this man was known to the authorities. He was. Prevent, the anti-terrorism group, didn't do their job. The truth was denied from us. The police were told they couldn't tell us about the man's background. Now we learn even the Conservative Party front bench knew the truth. No one was told, despite on previous occasions us all knowing whether the person had been known to the authorities. This murderer is a terrorist, even if Keir Starmer won't call him it. And frankly, what we're seeing is one of the biggest cover-ups in the history of our country. We're living in two-tier Britain. It's a disgrace, and I'm going to fight against it hard.
In other news, residents have been left shocked after 100 tons of rubbish blocked the only road into their village, leaving people trapped. The pile of rubbish was left in a country lane running to a dozen homes and 30 businesses at a nearby retail park in Cara, near Lichfield in Staffordshire. The staggering amount of rubbish, which is understood to have come from a construction site measured 10 feet high, 20 feet wide, and 80 feet in length. A large lorry is believed to have been used to dump the material on Watery Lane. Whilst the hamlet can be accessed normally from the other end, but that section had been closed for 9 weeks due to roadworks, a Lichfield District Council. Spokesman said due to the scale of the fly tipping, we immediately informed the Environment Agency in the meantime. Our environmental health officers looking for evidence whilst we make arrangements to safely remove and dispose of the waste as soon as possible. Richard Cox, a local district and county councillor, said the waste could cost tens of thousands of pounds to clean up. Whoever did this are mindless vandals who are passing their costs on to the public. He said this needs to be properly investigated to see if there is any evidence in there as to who is responsible. Homes and businesses had been completely cut off until yesterday morning, when contractors cleared the last of the rubbish off the road. The humongous amount of dumped waste included building, rubble fencing, huge amounts of plastic, as well as shoes, a hairdryer, and several England flags. Authorities have been praised for their brilliant effort in clearing up the waste, with residents believing the fly tipping would have taken a week to clear. The cleanup effort took just 2 days. Jeremy and Tammy Rooney, who own the Mercier distillery that was cut off due to the blockade, described seeing the fly tipping for the first time. It's quite shocking, really. Tammy told Sky News, "You have to see it to believe it. It's a mixture of different materials." Another business owner, Elaine Hutchings, said, "The mound was unbelievable this morning. We literally couldn't get out anywhere." Hutchings told The Telegraph nobody could get in and we couldn't get out. It was unbelievable. The actual whole lane was blocked with this huge amount of rubble. It was just not something that you would ever expect to see at first. I thought a lorry had had an accident. There was that much rubbish. Then I realized Litchfield District Council believes the waste was dumped in two separate drop-offs, one at 11 p.m. on Sunday night and a second just 2 hours later at 12:45 a.m. on Monday. The local authority is now appealing for dash cam footage, which can be shared with council officers via its online fly tipping evidence submission portal. Lastly, Princess Kate has been spotted making a solo evening shopping trip in London's Notting Hill to browse for spectacles. In the Finley and Co-options, the Princess of Wales 43 stepped out in the 4 degrees Celsius weather, wearing a long coat accessorized with a checked scarf wrapped around the royal's neck. The eyewear store, which opened in 2019, is described by one customer on the company's website as the best opticians I've experienced in my 40 years. Finley & Co. have a second boutique in Soho, London. It is a rare appearance from Princess Kate, who is making a gradual return to royal duties, focusing on family as she adapts to life after treatment. The Princess of Wales expressed her relief at being in remission from cancer after her first solo engagement since 2023. She marked the occasion by visiting the Royal Marsden Hospital in London, where she underwent her chemotherapy treatments. In her statement on January 14th, Kate acknowledged the challenges of adjusting to her new normal while remaining focused on recovery. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. Be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content.